The Legacy of Caesar Augustus, written by Tom Holland in his book Dynasty: The Rise and Fall of the House of Caesar. Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus. The name itself echoes through history, resonating with power and grandeur. He was the first emperor of Rome, a title that would forever change the course of history. Augustus transformed Rome from a republic to an empire, a monumental shift that redefined governance and power. This essay will explore his remarkable life and legacy, delving into the intricacies of his rule and the profound changes he brought about. We will delve into his rise to power, examining the political maneuvers and alliances that paved his way to the throne. We will examine the key battles and alliances that shaped his destiny, from his early struggles to his ultimate triumphs. And we will discover the lasting impact he had on the Roman world, an impact that reverberates through the annals of history. Augustus's reign marked a turning point in Roman history, a period of significant reform and consolidation of power. He ushered in a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Romana, which lasted for over 2 centuries. This era became known as the Pax Romana, a time when the Roman Empire reached its zenith in terms of territorial expansion and cultural influence. Augustus's achievements laid the foundation for the Roman Empire's dominance for centuries to come, influencing countless generations of leaders and empires. His story is one of ambition, strategy, and ultimately of the transformation of an empire. Through his vision and leadership, Augustus not only secured his place in history but also ensured the enduring legacy of Rome. A young Octavius from boy to heir. This is the story of a boy who would rise to become one of the most powerful figures in history. Augustus, originally named Gaius Octavius, was not born with a claim to the throne. His early life gave no indication of the monumental destiny that awaited him. He was born Gaius Octavius in 63 BC into a wealthy but unremarkable family. His father was a senator and governor, but their lineage was not of the highest nobility. His life took an unexpected turn when he was adopted by his great-uncle Julius Caesar. This adoption was not just a familial gesture, it was a strategic move by Caesar. At that time, Caesar was at the height of his power, a dominant force in Roman politics and military affairs. He recognized potential in young Octavius, seeing qualities that could be molded into leadership. He groomed him as his heir, providing him with opportunities and experiences that would prepare him for future challenges. Octavius received a first-class education, studying under the finest tutors in Rome. His curriculum included rhetoric, philosophy, and the classics. He learned the art of war and politics from the best, gaining insights that would later prove invaluable. He was trained in military tactics and the complexities of Roman governance. When Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC, Octavius was just 18 years old. The sudden loss of his great-uncle thrust him into a perilous and uncertain world. Despite his youth and inexperience, he was thrust onto the world stage. The young Octavius had to navigate a treacherous political landscape filled with seasoned adversaries. He was determined to claim his inheritance and avenge his great-uncle's murder. This determination set him on a path that would eventually lead to the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. The shadow of Caesar Rome descends into chaos. Caesar's assassination plunged Rome into turmoil. The Republic was deeply divided. On one side were Caesar's assassins, led by Brutus and Cassius. They believed they were saving Rome from tyranny. On the other side was Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal lieutenant. He sought to avenge Caesar and seize power for himself. Caught in this maelstrom was Octavian. He was politically astute. He knew he couldn't confront Antony directly. He needed allies. He cleverly exploited the situation. He presented himself as the heir to Caesar's legacy. He rallied Caesar's veterans and supporters to his cause. The Second Triumvirate, an alliance forged in blood. In 43 BC, Octavian formed an uneasy alliance with Mark Antony and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus. This became known as the Second Triumvirate. Together, they waged a brutal campaign against Caesar's assassins. They defeated Brutus and Cassius at the Battle of Philippi in 42 BC. The victory at Philippi came at a cost. It marked the end of the Roman Republic. The Triumvirate divided the Roman world amongst themselves. Antony took control of the east, Lepidus received Africa, and Octavian ruled Rome. and the West. However, this division of power was never going to last. Section 5, the Battle of Actium, a decisive victory. The alliance between Octavian and Antony crumbled. Their rivalry intensified. It culminated in a clash of empires. Antony, allied with the Egyptian queen Cleopatra, challenged Octavian for supremacy. The Battle of Actium, a naval engagement off the coast of Greece in 31 BC, decided their fate. Octavian's forces, commanded by the skilled general Agrippa, outmaneuvered and crushed Antony and Cleopatra's fleet. The victory was decisive. Antony and Cleopatra fled to Egypt, where they both committed suicide. Octavian was now the sole ruler of the Roman world. Section 6, Augustus, the first citizen of Rome. With his rivals vanquished, Octavian returned to Rome in triumph. He was careful not to repeat the mistakes of Julius Caesar. He understood the Roman people's fear of monarchy. He presented himself as a restorer of the Republic. He shrewdly disguised his absolute power behind a facade of traditional republican institutions. In 27 BC, the Senate bestowed upon him the title Augustus, meaning the revered or the majestic. This marked the beginning of the Roman Empire. Augustus became the first Roman emperor, though he never claimed the title of king. His reign ushered in a new era of Roman history. Section 7, Reshaping Rome. Augustus's administrative reforms. Augustus was determined to prevent future turmoil. He embarked on a series of reforms. He restructured the Roman government. He centralized power in his own hands. He created a professional army loyal to the emperor. He also reformed the tax system. This ensured the stability of the empire's finances. Augustus's reforms extended to the provinces. He appointed governors to these far-flung regions. He ensured their loyalty. He established a system of roads. This facilitated communication and trade. These measures brought peace and prosperity to the Roman world. Section 8, the Pax Romana, an era of peace and prosperity. Augustus's reign inaugurated a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. This Roman peace lasted for over 2 centuries. It was a golden age for the Roman Empire. The empire flourished under Augustus's wise and stable rule. Trade flourished, the arts and literature thrived. Augustus himself was a patron of the arts. He commissioned many grand buildings and monuments. These showcased the power and majesty of the Roman Empire. Section 9, a golden age art, literature and architecture under Augustus. Augustus understood the power of propaganda. He used art and architecture to promote his image and his achievements. His reign marked a golden age for Roman culture. He commissioned magnificent buildings, including the Forum of Augustus and the Ara Pacis, an altar dedicated to peace. Augustus was a patron of writers and poets. He supported the works of Virgil, Horace, and Ovid. These writers helped to create a sense of national identity. They celebrated Rome's destiny as a world power. Their works have endured through the centuries as masterpieces of Latin literature. Section 10, the end of an era, Augustus's legacy. Augustus died in AD 14 at the age of 75. He ruled for over 40 years. His reign transformed Rome. He left behind a stable and prosperous empire. He laid the foundation for centuries of Roman dominance. Augustus's legacy is vast. He was a skilled politician, a ruthless general, and a shrewd administrator. He was also a complex and contradictory figure. He was ruthless in his pursuit of power. Yet he brought peace and prosperity to the Roman world. He is remembered as one of the greatest emperors in Roman history. Section 11, Conclusion, the enduring significance of Augustus. The reign of Augustus marked a pivotal moment in world history. He transformed Rome from a republic to an empire, a monumental shift that changed the course of history. Augustus didn't just seize power, he redefined it. He established a dynasty that would rule Rome for centuries, ensuring stability and continuity. This dynasty would rule Rome for centuries, shaping the political landscape of the ancient world. His leadership style and policies became a blueprint for future emperors. His reforms laid the foundation for the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability that lasted for over 200 years. These reforms included reorganizing the military, creating a more efficient bureaucracy, and implementing social policies that benefited the Roman citizens. This was a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity, where arts, culture, and economy flourished. The Pax Romana allowed for the expansion of trade routes, the spread of Roman culture, and the integration of diverse peoples into the empire. The impact of Augustus's reign is still felt today. His vision and policies set the stage for the Roman Empire's golden age, influencing countless generations. The Roman Empire he helped to create left an enduring legacy on Western civilization. This legacy is evident in our modern world, from the legal systems that govern our societies to the architectural marvels that inspire our cities. This is evident in our laws, our languages, our architecture, and our political systems. The principles of Roman law have been integrated into many legal systems around the world, and Latin, the language of Rome, is the root of many modern languages. Augustus's story is a reminder that even in times of chaos and turmoil, a single individual can reshape the course of history. His legacy teaches us about the power of vision, leadership, and the enduring impact one person can have on the world.